Good afternoon, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. Today's topic is case study. When do cash flow values in the sale of a dental office are not a significant determination value of what the sale price should be? In other words, when can you disregard the standard valuation practices? Under what circumstances to value the sale of a dental practice? And we'll tell you about one for today. So anyway, before we get into that, as you know, we are doing this now 13 years. I was as a dental practice brokerage. We're nationwide in 28 states. I was a dentist for 25 years. We now have a team of 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. And our phone number is 201-663-0935. And our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. So we're going to go over a couple scenarios, and we saw some things today. We try to bring you live information. But again, this is for informational purposes, our opinion. Speak to your professionals. Also, if you want to sell to a DSO, you're thinking about your practice is over $1 million, over 5 operatories, maybe you have an associate, we can help you with that. Often they will pay our commission. We don't work for them, we're independent, but we know the best ones for you because we're in the streets seeing what the deals are. So besides no commission, often if you work with us, we can get your, based on criteria, with specific criteria, we can get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing. So give us a call, we'll tell you all about that program. Anyway, so at what point can you disregard standard bank valuations, standard cash flow valuations in the purchase of a dental practice? Well, we had one today. You have a practice that's grossing under $300,000. 2 something, 4 operatories, 1,200 square feet, decent rent, hygienist, booked. But when I pulled up to the building, I'm like, whoa. This building looks brand new. To me, it looked brand new. Self-standing building. Big signage out front. Directly across from a mall. And there was a stoplight in front of the building. So people are going to stop and look. So I think this has high value. It has more value than a standard cash flow analysis. Well, you take a bank's going to figure out what your expenses are going to be, what the rent is. But this is a different circumstance. Not only do you have about 1,500 square feet, 4 or 5 operatories on the one side, there's space in this self-standing building for another 1,500 square feet. So now you have one side completely fitted out, another side wide open that you could build out if you were going to move into this. Or maybe a DSO would buy it because they want the space. They want 9 operatories or 8 operatories. So this would be ideal. Suddenly, your cash flow is irrelevant. It's important, but they want that space so bad. And the same, instead of somebody building from scratch, getting a building, this could be your building. And you talk to the landlord, work something out. You can buy the building, maybe not, but eventually you'll be able to buy it probably. And you put in right of first refusal. All I'm saying is under these circumstances that this is not a typical cash flow situation that a bank puts under its 1.2 value multiple and so forth, or the cash flow doing a pro forma on it. Because with the pro forma, the rent, even the rent's a little bit high, it was over $3,000, it won't cash flow properly. Just won't cash flow. So you may think it's not the practice for you. If an accountant looks at this on paper, he says it doesn't cash flow, not making enough money. Yeah, but if you have a vision and you were planning on opening up or you're moving, hold on, I'm at an intersection. So if you were planning on building a practice from scratch, here it is. And you also have a base of patients. And you have another 1,500 square feet on the other side if you really want the space. So value from a cash flow, a bank formula, it really is irrelevant at this point if a buyer is willing to pay for that. If you're only willing to do it based on cash flow, this would probably not be the deal for you. But on top of that, the seller is probably going to, sell it at a reasonable price. They just want out. So there are a lot of factors go into this valuation of a dental office. And while we will tell you usually it's a cash flow analysis, we can create a pro forma. We usually do that free for the buyer or seller. Create a pro forma, and we can see how much money you'll make over the next few years, based on interest that you're paying in the bank, based on multi-factors. But this, it's like you got to have a vision. And if it costs so much now to build an office, $400,000 or $500,000, and you can get it significantly cheaper, and your criteria is such that you're just looking for space to move your practice into, those are really, that's where the real value is going to be. All right, but you still have a base. Or some people, believe it or not, want a very small practice, only two operatories, 3 operatories, grossing under $300,000. That's what they want because they may be starting a family or something like that, and that's what their criteria is. They don't want something big. So there's always a different take on every deal, different buyer on every deal. I just wanted to share that with you today because we saw it today, and I think it has great promise. Thank you so much for listening. This week, I think we have the email blast going out with the new practices for sale. So keep your eye on that, and that should be going out. We're doing it for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, a double flyer. We'll have some good information on that. Plus, we have all the new practices. That would be the North Carolina practice, the Texas practice. I think we have them all there. Remember, we're going to we're going to Nevada soon. So stay tuned and keep your eyes open for the new ones. But this week, you should see it on our list. That is our internal list that you've got to sign up for. No cost, but you sign up for it, we'll send you the list out electronically. We try to get that out every 4 to 6 weeks. Thank you for listening. Great seeing you guys. The sun is out in Jersey, 47 degrees. Do I hear the word spring? Summertime is better. Bye.